Well, hello. Welcome to English Composition 2, ENG 113. I'd like to briefly introduce myself, okay? You can read a little bit about me if you want, but essentially I'm a visiting lecturer for Trine University. I'm teaching this term in Malaysia, in a beautiful city called Malacca, Malaysia. I'm teaching at their international venture with a school called Putra International College, which is mostly Malaysian students, and I'm teaching intercultural communications there and also entrepreneurship, leadership skills, okay? Composition-wise, I'm a full-time lecturer at Purdue University, full-time faculty at the Fort Wayne campus there, where I've taught this same course for probably 15 years, all right, for sure. About 6, 7, or 8 face-to-face in the face-to-face classroom, and the last 7 or 8 years strictly online, okay? So that's why I can travel and teach for Trine in other places. All right. That said, I think you'll find that I'm an extremely fair grader. I have a motto, okay, and my students love this. If you do the work, you get the grade. It's that straightforward, okay? So that said, I'd like to move on. I'm going to do one of these videos for every specific lesson, all right? And this is week 1, lesson 1 coming up. And your major assignment for this lesson is to write an annotated bibliography, okay? If you've never done this, this is a little bit tricky. And if you look at the learning module, you'll see complete resources in there, complete details of the assignment. And there's also some specific links in how to do an annotated bib. I've linked you directly to the Purdue OWL, that kind of thing. One of the things you might do is you might start the course by reading the syllabus. That outlines the papers. It outlines the grading, all right? And it also has some specific links there that takes you to research writing at the Purdue OWL, which is their online writing lab, terrific web resource. And that also takes you directly to the Trine Library. You will be doing all your research through the library. You'll be using library academic databases. You'll not be using any encyclopedias. You'll not be using Wikipedia. You'll not be using Google. There are places for those internet resources, that kind of thing, but not in this specific class, okay? That said, your goal this week, and you'll be doing this in the discussions, is to come up with a research topic. And if you look at the lecture notes, they're very well written. They're written by my colleague who also teaches this course. We want you to find a topic. This is not high school anymore, okay? You're in college, all right? And we want you to find a topic that has meaning to you personally in your life, in your complete life, okay? We're not looking for a controversial topic. We're not looking for something you're really, glomming onto, all right? We're looking for something that'll help you in your life at this point in your school, in your job, in your career, in your family, in your major, that kind of thing. So you need to spend a lot of time thinking carefully about a topic. You need to find one that works for you, and you need to find one that you can live with an entire semester, because every assignment in this class relates to this topic, and at no time can you change topics. You cannot go off in a different direction. This is it, all right? For week 1, you have to find a good topic. So there are some suggestions in the learning module, or excuse me, the lecture notes for this week, all right? And basically they boil down to look at your family life, look at your school life, look at your sports life. Find something that would have a lot of meaning to you personally. If you're a sports person and you're playing soccer, this is kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, literally. Concussions, big deal. If you're a football player, you all have really good sports program at trying to admire those highly. You could write something about the whole issue about concussions. All right, it's a big, big issue. It has a lot of scientific background to it. You can write page after page after page about concussions, what they are, what they do, what causes them, how to prevent them, how to treat them, and how to live with them. Okay, huge research topic. Great paper, has meaning to you. If you have a loved one, a family member who has Alzheimer's, don't write a paper about what Alzheimer's is. We know what it is. Okay, write a paper that explains how you, as the loved one, you as the caregiver, I mean, you love this person, right, but they have Alzheimer's, how can you help them? How can you help them on a daily level? You can't cure it. I'm not saying that, okay? But do the research and you can find out how you cope with a loved one who has Alzheimer's. Or what if you're going to go into nursing, right? Same thing. How do you cope with somebody who has Alzheimer's? How do you help make their life on a day-to-day basis better? Better for them and also you personally. It's really difficult dealing with somebody who has Alzheimer's. It's very hurtful, very difficult, very hard. All right, so either if you're going into nursing, any kind of medical field, you're going to run into this a lot, or if it's already impacted your life, okay? And then you can also write about how you can help them as well as help yourself or help their families, right? If you're a nurse, how can you help them? So basically, you're looking for a topic that has relevance to you. we're not in high school. We don't need to do tree hugging topics, that kind of thing. They're interesting, and some of you are going to be majoring on environmental studies, that kind of thing. But you need to focus in on how this topic relates to you personally. We're not doing these big, broad topics, that kind of thing. We're not doing high school topics, all right? It has to be personal, and I'll be checking. I might reject some topics, okay? So they have to be personal, they have to be intimate, they have to have meaning for you, and you can say, well, how does it have meaning? If it helps you. If in some fashion it helps you accomplish a goal, it helps you cope better. Some of you have anxiety, some of you have sleep problems, that kind of thing. Those are huge issues that you can write about. How do you cope with these things, okay? What causes them? What are some coping mechanisms? You get plenty out of this, all right? Plenty of research. I think I've already said all the research is through the library. I don't want to be yakking on. I like to keep these under 8 minutes. This is an internet class, and I'm not there every day to whack you with a wet doodle to tell you exactly what to do. You really need to read the learning module for each week. You need to read the lecture notes for each week. You need to get your textbook right away, be reading it, because there are quizzes out of it. And the textbook helps guide you through these assignments. None of these assignments are working in a vacuum, okay? So my colleague and I, we're here to help you. We want you to succeed in this class. We want you to do well, okay? But you're only going to do well in an internet class if you do the work. You have to do the work. You have to do the readings. So I'm going to sign off now. There'll be another one of these videos next week. I'll try to walk you through the assignments. This assignment this week is a technical assignment. You have to do the citations. You have to do the research. I said the research is through the library. I put the web link directing directly to the library digital resources. I put that in the syllabus. And if it's not there, it's in the learning module. It's probably both places by now, okay? So make sure you look there. Only library resources. Now, if you use Academic Search Premier will create the citations for you, okay? If you create an account for yourself, it doesn't cost anything. I think you can do this without creating an account, but it will actually show you the citations. And if you click on the article and you can find a spot, look at the web page real carefully where it shows up, the actual article, okay? And that'll show up, and there will be a place, a link, say citations. All right, click there, and you'll actually find, you can copy and paste or email it to yourself, the actual citation. Something else was just going through my mind. Oh, searching. This is, if you've never been taught library researching, the databases and Academic Search Premier is probably where you'll go most often. But if you look at the library page I've sent you, you'll see other places you can go. Searching needs to be very simple. It needs to have keywords. So the best way to do this, it doesn't act like Google. Okay, you can't type in whole phrases or questions. You just get garbage. You have to think like your topic. What are some keywords that describe your topic, and make a list. Okay, so soccer, well, that's one. Concussions is one. Causes, probably soccer and concussions is plenty. Put soccer in one field and concussions in the other. And then you also, because you're writing paper maybe about concussions in general, if you need some more research, you write football concussions, right? You can also make a list of prevention. And then you'll find these search fields in the database boxes. When you open up the database, they're password protected. You have to have your password. You put the words in one at a time, one in each search field. And what it does is it finds articles that contains all of those words, not just one of those words, but all of them. And that helps you narrow your search. You don't want to find every article about football, okay? You might not even want to find every article about concussions, because it might have car crashes, parachute jumping, that kind of thing. You're talking about sports concussions. So, hey, I hope this is helpful. I didn't mention this. I already told you I'm teaching Malaysia. I am available on Skype, okay? And we're exactly 12 hours apart. And that means we could talk early in the morning or late in the evening and would still be on the same wavelength, okay? So if you wanted to talk to me, if you're up at 9, 10 o'clock at night, well, that's my 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, which is a really good time to talk to me, okay? I do have a busy teaching schedule here, so we have to work around that. So if you want to talk to me, email me. So my client address is in the syllabus, and we can set up an appointment, a time when I'll be available. I'll be sitting right here or in my office at Putra International College, and we can talk. We can visit over the issues, that kind of thing. So, hey, this is almost going on 10 minutes. I'm going to stop. I hope this has been a little bit helpful.